Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft the Hard Way. I'm your host, KirinDave, creator of the Resident Rise mod pack, and just someone on the server, the Yogscast server, no big deal. And I have been hard at work between episodes, although this is actually much less work than the last episode encompassed, but as promised, I took the time to go through and, modify this and make the awakened Ichorium Pickaxe. Yes, I have awakened this sucker. I barely played with it at all, to be honest. I kind of put it back in there for the reveal. But we, I think, are going to try using this, because this is like the reason that you do Kami. Just to be fair, this is the reason that you do it. Don't do it for any other reason than this. I mean, the armor's okay, and all kinds of great stuff. But let's just head over here to this crag. Now, as we right-click it, we shift right-click it, we can see square, line, block. All these modes are super cool. Let's just go ahead and try block. We have to land, of course. So you can see it's pretty fast on its own, and it hasn't been enchanted at all. If I shift right-click it, well, then we actually get a whole square. And as you can see, this is 5 by 5, centered one block above. So we can like make a room basically instantly of a perfect height for pretty much anything we want to do. 5 by 5 is a good choice. Now, of course, it gets a little bit dicey if you want to make it larger than that, but that's fine. Like, we can basically build a tunnel, and you'll note no durability. Now, on the subject of tunnels, there is, of course, line mode, which just goes forward in a crazy line, right? Check this out. How cool is that? And it'll go down pretty much as far as you let it. Let's go ahead and grab a night vision spell. Like so. And let's just dig straight down, because there's some interesting properties about this if we go down. Let's just dig a little bit here, and a little bit here. You can see it's pretty intense how effective it is. And of course, enchanting it will yield even better results. Whoa, there's some water down here. That's cool. Let's just keep heading down. We're almost to the bottom now. Wow, the ability to just dig so quickly with this is sort of unparalleled. Anyways, this is the best tool, basically. Now, let's go ahead and turn it to block mode. And what just happened? Well, I'll tell you what just happened. We have appeared inside the Bedrock dimension. Now, you can see up here, there's a Bedrock portal, and if we touch it, we'll go back out to where we were. Specifically, we'll have to... Whoa, I don't want to die. Well, that was interesting. It seemed to not be very appreciative of that. That's fine, though. Let's go back over to that Bedrock portal, because that was a weird bug. Before I go back, though, you'll notice that as I've been digging, I have just amassed a ton of junk, right? And that's not cool. We don't want junk. So I think the next thing we're going to do is build some black hole talismans to get through there. But let me just show you how amazing this is. So let's go back down here, and let's step through this. Basically, you break a piece of bedrock, and now we're in the Bedrock dimension. And the Bedrock dimension is just like a regular dimension, except that it's basically a cube of bedrock. Now, most interestingly, we can actually just sort of dig out whatever we want here. So let's turn off the line mode. And, yeah, let's go back to block mode. Now, we can't collect the bedrock, which is too bad. But, so we can't go building with it. But this is like our own private domain. If we ever want to hide anything, this is probably the place to do it, right? The bedrock is unbreakable to even the most powerful of bombs. Nothing in the world can break the bedrock. And it's easy to make portals that go back to our place. We could even make travel networks, because this Bedrock dimension, I think, has a similar... Yeah, you can see this is not a very far distance. I think it has the same property as the Nether, I'm told, in that if you travel here, it goes out. So let's just do a quick test. And let's just go, I don't know, over this way. A little bit. Oh, wait, what are we doing? What are we doing digging like chumps? Let's make a nice broad avenue here. You'll also note that I don't have night vision on, and yet the visuals here are even and nice and clean. So I can see, even in the absolute dark, the base light level of this dimension is quite high. All right, and then let's just go ahead and dig straight up. As you can see, we're a fair ways away from the spawn now, about 1 to 1, so that's pretty cool. I think that this may allow us to basically make some really nice secure areas from which to, hide our stuff from the inevitable Modded Madness crew. Now, it's true, the Modded Madness crew are not as aggressive as they used to be. They've done a couple of fun little fiction games on their own, but, oh, what is this? An interesting build. I wonder what this could be. I honestly don't know. Oh, look, it's someone's digital miner. I'm really tempted to just totally ruin it. I mean, I could, right? I could. Anyways, what I think we're going to do next is try and make this black hole talisman. I need to go ahead and cook it up. I have a little bit of Ichorium left, but if you look, I don't have any more nether stars, so I'm going to have to maybe go kill some withers, but I think I have enough Ichorium. Let me count here. I need 2. I do have 1 recipe left, so I have 8 left. Yeah, well, we can do this. The hardest thing to get will be tainted goo. Let's see if we can find that. Give me 1 moment to see if I can find the site that I'm thinking of. Ah, here we are. The site of Duncan's now destroyed castle. I've been sitting on this for a while, knowing full well that it's possible to use. Look at this. We got a tainted node. You can see the kind of the gross color emerging from it. Now, the reason I'm here is not because I love the taint, but rather because I'm going to need to get some tainted goo. And I'm thinking this is one of the better places to go. We could also go over by Shin's farm, but I sort of enjoy this. I don't know if you folks know, but I was actually instrumental in making this build. So, it is kind of, pride-inducing for me to come back here. Lying in bed, Mom, Crane Song and I this is a little bit of insider baseball, a little bit of thing we did, but we did it. Duncan, of course, customized it substantially, but this is all that's left. But you can see that there's still horrible, voracious piles of taint. And the reason that there are piles of taint just coming through here is that if you look here, this is still tainted land. All really Duncan's done with this attempt to blow up the castle is add horrifying, disgusting, just terrible outcomes to this place without any thought for, the world around him. It's actually kind of frustrating because this place is just ruined now. And if it wasn't bad enough before with the taint, now it has nuclear waste to contend with. It's just incredibly dangerous. So watch, I'll show you. We have to be really careful with this stuff. You can see that's a powerful attack on our health there. Let's go in here, and it's radiation. Now, fortunately, our magic can clear the radiation, but the radiation can't clear the foul emanation of the taint. I'm thinking maybe, though, that if I dig around here a little bit and work a bit, I can get some tainted goo, which we need, because my farm for tainted goo does not get any tainted goo at all. Basically, it only gets tainted tendrils, so I'm going to have to look around. All right, folks, let's see if we can maybe get some tainted goo from these swarms or pigs. We're a little bit close to the magic police, so maybe this will work. Hey, swarm! I've got an outrageously powerful sword for you to test. Come on. Nothing? Alright, let me see if I can manufacture one. Maybe this pig will have a tainted goo. Hey, pig! Hey! No. Although, tainted thing. So what we can do to save these is just put them somewhere that doesn't tick. So I just have to be patient and look for tainted goo. Tainted goo! I'm going to get a few more of these since it's probably wise. My spawner can only get taint tendrils. For some reason, tainted goo only drops. Actually, this spawner's a little bit of a failure, in my opinion. You'll see that basically it works really well, but only if I'm nearby. Even if I chunk load, it doesn't matter. The Thaumcraft mobs don't spawn. So you can see here... Oh, hey, look. You can see here that this swarm thinks that they can... That's great, swarm. You're really good at this. Super good at it, swarm. Anyways, you can see that this swarm will basically get ground exactly the same way as my other ones, but I occasionally have to go in there and clear the crusty taint off. This design in general just doesn't work super well. So it's definitely not as effective as I had hoped it would be, but there we go. Got a tainted goo. We'll just keep amassing a bunch of these. This is basically how I got all of the taint aspect that I needed, was by melting this down. Once I have the things I need, I'm going to go make the black hole talisman. I'm not going to do much more infusion on camera because it's boring, but you'll see that I need to make 2 of them, which is why I'm getting so much tainted goo, and I'll probably... how many shards do I have left? I may need to go kill a... I do have 5 nether and 3 ender. My nether one started working a lot better for some reason. Dip. Hey! You want to give me awesome stuff? Yeah. More tainted goo. Fantastic. We got plenty now. Cool, thank you, Magic Police. Magical mischief, huh? I need to kill a wither. And, well, why not at the Squib's house? What are you gonna do about it, Squib? Huh? You're not even a magician. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Better get my magical spell book out. Dee 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 dee. This is the wrong one. Dee 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 dee. Oh dear. Yeah, he's mad. Let's just goodbye. Yeah, no problem. Look at all this mud. That's hilarious. Just left all this mud. You know what? I actually only need one more to finish off the recipe, so why don't we just do, let's do, I'm just thinking about this. Let's just do the Magic Police a favor, huh? Let's just go. See ya. I'm sure it'll be fine. Who knows what that's gonna do? Not me. Oh, look. He seems mad. See you, buddy. Hey, look, here's this gateway to Brent Copeland's place. Enjoy. Rip in peace, Dead Workers Party. We miss you. All right, folks. So, I am replacing my stores of ITER because this is going to be using a lot of ITER, and we have a bunch of other ITER-related products. But one of the things I realized was I'm really tired of, I kind of normally will just shuffle these around by hand doing other stuff. However, we have, probably have... Anyway, sorry. I'm always shuffling these things by hand because I'm doing lots of stuff around here, and I realize I just really shouldn't. It's really easy for me to just whip up really quick a wood golem, an empty core, and just put that right there. All right, folks, so I have managed to make a black hole talisman. I'm just getting ready for the next one. Just to make this a little bit easier, I set up a wood golem with an empty core. I just put a bunch of things. I need a bunch of ITER for these, and the alienus isn't bad to get either. So this guy just sits there and basically keeps shoving in ender pearls. Kind of surprised I didn't do that earlier, to be honest, but normally I'm in here doing stuff. So what we're going to do is go ahead and check out this black hole talisman. Now, you can basically right-click it against things to set them to whatever you want, but in this case, we're going to set it against cobblestone, right? Let's go ahead and pull this out. Where should we go? We could go just down here and do a demo of it. We've got to make a new room for distilling Essentia, because that room is just kind of, it's not a great room. It's not that it's a bad room. I like the room, don't get me wrong. But it's a little, a little much. Anyway, so I add some enchantments. Fortune 3, Efficiency 4 to make it faster, and of course Corrupting 1 so that we can get nether shards in the world, because we can grow shards thanks to Sue's fine work. In fact, let's go ahead and turn ourselves back to block mode and check that out. So you can see that instead of getting, well, normally we get entropy shards, but in this case we didn't. Or we get corrupted shards. We don't always, though. So maybe I can find some other shards. But let's just go ahead and, well, we could go down here and check this out too. I mean, like, we got this amazing room over here. We could actually start to expand off of it. This is where my ender portal is. Why don't we expand off over this way, since it is sort of the goal to, like, make this part of the new room. So let's just go ahead and make square mode. Square mode is perfect for making nice big rooms. Let's just go up a little bit, because I'd like for there to be a bridge that comes out there. And I'll show you how we're going to do that in a sec. So if I hit right here... Perfect. That's right on the level with what we want. Okay. And now you'll note, by the way, that I have cobblestone in my inventory. So now let's go ahead and right-click it. And it's tuned to stone. We don't want that. We want to tune it to cobblestone. So let's just go ahead and put this down. Shift right-click. Cobblestone. And then how do we make it active? Just click the air. There we go. It will start to draw in all the cobblestone that we pick up. So I like this. And it should just go crazy. You'll see that we still have exactly one stack, right? Boy, this is fast. We don't have any cobblestone in our inventory, and this has now got 134. So, of course, we could generate cobblestone, but actually we need to fill this up with cobblestone. Now, let me explain why. The next thing that we're working on, let me pull up my Thaumonomicon here, is a really cool-looking thing called the World Shaper's Looking Glass. We basically need to we need a World Shaper's lens full of material in order to go through. We have a Black Hole Talisman full of material. So let me just go through here. On the right click, the blocks will be consumed in place either from the inventory or from any Black Hole Talismans that retain the required block. For us, it's a relatively simple and straightforward task to turn a Black Hole, to fill a Black Hole Talisman with you know, our stuff here just by filling it up. So we're going to fill up a few, and we'll work on that in a sec. But, oh, by the way, check this out. We can just get so much stuff so quickly. We are way faster than a quarry now. And, yeah, the only thing is we're going to have to work a little bit on our ore processing. We're going to have to make a way to suck out ores because this is sort of nuts. Hey, Celia, what are you doing down here? This isn't even my house. Nuts. All right, folks, so I'm out here in the middle of nowhere just to show you how cool this World Shaper's Looking Glass is. I dug a quick tunnel through here, and man, there's a lot of nodes out here I didn't even realize. I'll have to go, you know, kind of make an edifice for them because we're going to be working on, I think, the next big project, but I'll get to that in a moment. So this is the World Shaper's Looking Glass. Now, I've gone ahead, what you do is you put down a block in the world. So let's say we can just right-click the whole Black Hole Talisman and it'll bring it out. And then we shift right-click that block, and then it basically sets up this pattern in the world that we can see, these slightly transparent blocks. By touching a block face, we can basically set it up, and a right click will set that up. All right, perfect, easy, right? And of course it kind of meshes with existing stuff, so if it can't place all of it, in this case it wants to push 3 by 3, but if we put it on that face, it'll go down like that. And interestingly enough, it will try and sort of fill whatever it can. So like here we have another one here, right? And it works very, very, very nicely when you can fly, which is, you know, another nice part, kind of one of the reasons that I built this first. So you can see we can really rapidly put together things. Combine this with a builder's wand, right? And you can really, really quickly put together a rather large amount of stuff. Although the builder's wand, unfortunately, won't pull out of the Black Hole Talisman. Now, I'm probably going to make, since the Black Hole Talismans are relatively cheap, I'm probably going to make 1 or 2 more of them. Interestingly, you can pretty much do this with anything. Now, I put corrupting and fortune on this thing, but I may actually take off the corrupting fortune. I can just use a spell cloth to get rid of it, right? But I may actually try to do Silk Touch, because I'm sort of wondering if maybe I could get Bedrock with Silk Touch. So I'm going to test that in just a sec. But yeah, so here we have just a totally amazing, look at how quickly we're building this tower. Look at how effortlessly we're doing it. And now we've got this massive, totally useless tower. I grant it's totally useless. But you know, hey, don't, you know, this is cool stuff. This is actually very much like an item called the Mercurial Eye. Now, here's the crazy thing I haven't shown you. Is this item, that's pretty cool, right? But if we shift right click the air, and you can see that there's little numbers right by my level, so you can see the little ding. Look above my level, and you'll see several numbers. It goes 7 by 7, 9 by 9, 11 by 11. That's right. We can do this for 11 by 11 blocks at once, which of course is going to pretty much, you know, get rid of almost all of our, you know, active talismans. But this will allow us to basically build a wall or whatever in moments, right? It's pretty much the thing. Now we're actually out. We don't have enough to build anymore. And of course we could use the Ichorium Pickaxe to just rip right through this and reclaim most of our material. But you know, it's fine. Between that and our Coin of Fortune, we're just mining monsters in a way that even the, I mean, I gotta say, I've sort of been in defense of the Blood Magic Pickaxe before, but this thing is so much more usable than the pickaxe. The pickaxe it's expensive until you have a blood network that can sustain it. It's really clumsy. It's a little bit, you know, it's just the line mode, for example. You know, if we just really want to, you know, just tear down this wall quickly, this is the way to do it. It's pretty cool. And one other thing to note that's interesting about line mode doesn't stop at air gaps. So it can be kind of useful in that sort of situation, like making windows, making symmetrical windows and whatnot. Really, really cool. I wonder if anyone's going to find this and wonder what the heck happened here. I hope that they do. Probably won't, though. We're really the only ones who are out this way.